The Honorable Commissioner, sir, of the Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Tukumba Wahab. Thank you for making our time within your very tight schedule to be here with us. Thank you very much, sir. Representative of the permanent secretaries, thank you very much for being here. Good morning, esteemed members of the various association of table water producers, industry players, distinguished guests, and all our stakeholders gathered here today. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this significant stakeholders engagement meeting. Today marks not just another routine gathering, but a pivotal moment where we as regulators, facilitators, and key players in the water production industry converge here to deliberate, share insights, and foster a path towards sustainable water management and quality assurance of same in Lagos State. The role of water producers in ensuring the provision of safe, clean, and accessible drinking water cannot be overstated. Your commitment and diligence in adhering to regulatory standards have been instrumental in maintaining public health and trust in our water systems, but we can do more. As we engage in today's meeting, I encourage open and constructive dialogues. Let us utilize this platform and the presence of the Honorable Commissioner to address some of the challenges, explore innovative solutions, and strengthen our collaborative efforts. Your feedback, experiences, and insights are invaluable in shaping policies and practices that not only meet regulatory requirements, but also ensure the well-being of residents of our dear state. The Lagos Water Regulatory Commission remains dedicated to supporting your endeavors and ensuring that the citizens of Lagos State, through the water that you produce, have access to water that meets the highest standards of quality and safety. Together, let us continue to uphold these standards and work towards a future where clean water is a reality for us all in Lagos State. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to this engagement meeting where issues pertaining to compliance will take the center stage. And I look forward to a productive and insightful discussions. Thank you very much.
Today's meeting is one of the meetings towards the repositioning and reorganization of water sector in the state. As stakeholders, your participation is crucial and key to this meeting. The ministry is in full support of the commission, ably led by the executive secretary, in carrying out the functions and all the activities of the agency. As regulatory commission, it is not guided, but it's guided. That is why in the just concluded WASH policy review, the power of the commission is so enormous. The ATWAP and the WAPAM, you need the regulatory commission as twice as the regulatory commission needs you in ensuring deliberate delivery of water, safe water, and affordable water in your production and services to the teeming citizenry of the state and beyond. I will implore you to continue to adhere strictly to the standards as required by the Commission.
WAPA, ATWA, we are here for you to succeed. Your success is our own pride. And that's the beauty and the pride of Lagos. They say Lagos Commercial Hub Center, Lagos this, Lagos that. It takes the involvement of your own activities, your own operation, for Lagos to have that accolade. So I don't see why government will not want to celebrate you, why government will not want to support your businesses. We all have a goal, we have a target to achieve. And once we know we have a goal, how to get there, it can be an issue. With calmness, with one spirit of unison, understanding that nothing is impossible with God, I believe we will get there. On the side of the government and from your side, it's just one body. And we're all out to achieve progress. A landmark progress that will stand your body out, that will stand the state out. So that when they talk about potable water in Lagos State, your role can never be played down. The role you people played will always be noted. And the journey to achieving that height, there's never going to be any write-up that you will not occupy a very solid place or chapter or paragraph in the write-up. So I would just want to urge us to please, as has been discussed, is an ongoing engagement. This is a regulatory body. What is not measured, it has no basis, and that is the basis of regulation. There should be a body that looks into what we do, quality assurance, quality control, about everything we do, even in education. We have it there. How much more something that is being, ingested or consumed. So please, I will urge that we continue to cooperate with LASWARCO. LASWARCO is your baby, much as you are LASWARCO's baby. So it's like a twin. So please continue to cooperate with them, and I'm sure they too are ready to continue to celebrate you, because you are our pride. You understand? So without taking much of our time, I say once again good afternoon, and thank you for tolerating me.
I welcome you this afternoon to this stakeholder meeting. It is no more news that the lack of safe water has been the cause of epidemics in Lagos and all over the world. And it has led to so many cholera, diarrhea, typhoid fever. I haven't seen this. The supranational World Health Organization have remarked that the only way forward is production of safely managed drinking water and sanitation. Here is an agency of government, LASWARCO, that was created by the Act of Parliament, pursuant to Section 313 of the Environmental Management Protection Law 2017, which empowers the LASWARCO to regulate water and wastewater activities in the public and private sector of the state. The Section 3131H of the ENPL also empowers LASWARCO to regulate the activities of those engaged in the provision, consumption, processing, treatment, packaging, distribution, sales, and supply of bottled drinking water contained in bottle and polythene bag, with a view to ensuring the acceptable standard. And if you look at the brief that I've just read out, you discover it describes the activities of the packaged water producers in Lagos State. The journey so far started with this association in 2015, and it has lasted for about 8 years and is still counting. And the production, the water producers have been positively progressive with a relative level of compliance, but with room for a lot of improvement in the level of compliance. The need for better understanding of regulatory provision for the water sector aim at safeguarding the operator and the consumer have become expedient in the interest of public health, economic regulation, and environmental sustainability. The agency have conducted a lot of studies into the activities of the packaged water producers in Lagos State, and we have subjected it to statistical analysis. If you think about 10 out of the people in our city, Lagos inclusive, about 6 to 7 people still have contact with them. And then that gave us assurance that we need to take care of this association and make sure that what they are producing is fit for consumption. And as a result, in 2020, under the leadership of the Executive Secretary, Mrs. Funke Adepoju, we developed a guideline for them. The guideline is purposely to what? To arrange this group of people, the producers in Lagos State, so that we can monitor them and we can have data about this group. And what are those things that is contained in the guidelines? Number one is the registration and the licensing framework that we have details in that document. It then means that everybody that wants to go into that business in Lagos State must first register with Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission. And also, thereafter, he can proceed in processing his license. Secondly, we also prescribe in that document the organization and personnel, that is the type of people that should work in that company. For example, we don't want somebody that is not hygienically okay to have contact with the water they are producing. So we recommend that anybody that wants to work in the factory must have food handlers test. Food handlers test is a test that has been designed to cross-check anybody that is having the contact with the water so that there won't be contamination. Secondly, we have the thirdly, we have the building. Building should not be just kitchen of anybody, but it should be a factory-like structure that is designed, production flow can be there. Then facility and equipment, most of the equipment that you're going to use must be food grade in that facility. Then the sanitation of it must be very holistic. It must not be a situation where you site a pure water factory on a septic tank or whatever. Then standard operating procedure, how you carry out the operation of the production must be well detailed, as well as we have the obligation of the packaged water to the regulator and also the obligation of the commission to the producer. In 2020, because our baseline is quality, we have a laboratory that was procured for us by the state government. And the purpose of that is to make sure that in our regulatory rulings, we make an informed decision. That is, we test the water divided into chemical, physical, and the bacteriological laboratory. And since the inception, we've analyzed about 1,000 water sample. Next slide. Also, in our registration and licensing and permitted framework, so far we can track about 600 registration, and also we've licensed 150, and we are giving out 150 permit as well. Some people are still on the queue of going through the clarification and certification of how they're going to get their own license. It's a process that every producer in Lagos State must go through. Next slide. We are the advocate of good manufacturing practice. Our water inspectors goes out to the factory and see what they are doing on a periodic basis. The bad people out of the circulation. The way forward is synergy, as what we are doing now, because our target is having a public, a good public health for our people. So we need to synergize from the water supply and the sanitation. We need to work together like this. We need to follow what we have details in the in the guidelines. So every producer in the state must make sure he or she comply with what has been written in the guideline. Thank you.
My name is Oyedepo Oluwadare. I am the MD of Creativia Web Pro. We are the tech partner to LASWARCO. So we are here to make everything that you are here to make your journey so easy, and also to make the processes of you getting licensed in Lagos to be very seamless. It's going to be an app, fully automated. Now, for you to register, I'm going to take you through the processes. It's for you to download the app on your phone. Then the first thing is for you to register and get registered with the commission. So by putting your email address, phone number, create your details, just few processes, you create your account. Your email address or phone number. Also put the number, the PIN number. That's the next thing is for you to sign into your account. Here, this is your dashboard, and it's going to be on your phone. So the first thing to do is to complete your KYC. We want to know you and register properly with the commission. So once you click on KYC, the name of your business or facility, you put your business full address, you put your email address. The email address you enter initially will be automatically be there. You put your product name, which is very important. Then the next thing is you answer the proper processes that is being listed here. Then the next thing is for you to proceed and pay for the registration, because for every producer must register with the commission. So once you click on pay, automatically your registration number is generated for you. So the next thing is for you to fill this application form. This application form is the form that you fill for you to get licensed in Lagos. So you fill new, that's the type of application. Class of licenses, we have small, medium, and large, which by the side you will see who belongs to small, who belongs to medium, and large. Then once you fill it, type of facility, you select it, table water, and or whatever. So others, if you can't find it here, you specify how many water sources, borehole do you have. The next thing is for you to list products produced by your company, all your product list there. The next thing is for you to go to the next page. So this particular section is for you to upload your documentation. First thing is that you the letter to the executive secretary, you're going to upload it, NAFDAC certificate, recent water analysis, upload handler certificate, and your CSC certificate. And mind you, that executive the letter to executive secretary, by the side you will see where you can download the template, which will make it easier for you. Then the next is for you to accept the declaration and submit your application. At this stage, it will take you to, after you have submitted your application, the system will generate bid for you. Why that is that the technical team from LASWARCO will visit your factory. Once you make payment, the system will generate this the scheduled date for you where the officers will visit you, which you're going to see. Please continue. So at this stage, you have submitted your application. The next stage is from the LASWARCO office. They follow up on you. They visit you. They have their own parameters to measure whether you are qualified to get license or not. Now, for instance, if you are qualified to get license, from the back end, they approve you. And once they approve you, and you come back to this place, you will say that your application has been approved. Your application. So the next is for you to proceed to pay for your license. And once you click on pay for your license, it will display it for you like this, and you just make the payment. It's very seamless. Once you make the payment, because you have been approved, when you make the payment, you generate your license automatically. And once you generate, this will come up for you. And for every license comes with a registration number and your license number. Now, the purpose and your QR code. The purpose of this license number is that on your product, you are going to put it just the same way you put NAFDAC on your product.
LASWARCO is a very important agency for us as a state. And I will tell you one of two reasons. We have 22 million people. Lots of people coming to Lagos daily, and they come to make this place. Oh, the least we can give them is safe, clean, and hygienic water. So, the creation of LASWARCO in 2015 wasn't just a brainwave. It was to meet the minimum standards to regulate this leg of our society. Yes, people will tell you Lagos is growing beyond bounds, but you can't grow outside the law, else it becomes a jungle where life will become nasty, brutish, and short. So as a government, we have resolved that we are going to empower LASWARCO to do the right thing. LASWARCO is not telling you and your members that they want to do the work of NAFDAC. No. All they are saying is to operate within the state, there's a minimum benchmark to do this kind of business. If we don't, like the National President said, if I don't drink that water, who says my cousin's cousin somewhere will not drink it? And I'll have to cough out the money for the treatment. That is if he's alive. So for us as a state, our job is well cut out for us. But we want to add a synergy. So LASWARCO won't work silos. LASWARCO will work with the stakeholders to get the message across. Yes, things are tough. But it's not just in Lagos, it's global. The madam said it. And you said it. Why would I buy a packaging stuff at this cost?
Because as a people, we're looking at the commercial leg of everything. I won't blame them also. But we need to find a win-win situation. And LASWARCO will be there to support you. If we take the approach that, yes, people manufacturing that are not registered should continue. We're just behaving the ostrich. Someday, to come to hunt everybody. And that's what happened in your state battle. People knew they were keeping those explosives in that residential area. But they didn't take it seriously. Someday, the chicken will come home to roost. And God forbid that happens to us. Amen. So, whoever you know is not doing the right thing, flag it. Let them know. Tell your president, tell LASWARCO. Tell us. And the second leg of my own remark will be on recyclables. We're taking a very strong position. It's for safety also. Your product are recyclables. So you have no problem. But some of your members need to be carried along too. Tell them why we're doing it. It's not about the end. No, it's not about hurting businesses. No. It's about life. The numbers are not looking good when you talk about cancer and other health challenges that come out of these usages. So we're here to support you. As a government, we are putting all our strength behind LASWARCO. We want them to succeed. We want you to succeed. Because it's a thriving commercial nerve center. We don't kill businesses here. And I also observe agencies come to you, like SEPA,
Ministry of Health.
Look, what we can do is do your complaints as a body to LASWARCO. Once you channel this to my office, about 2 of them are under the same ministry. We can call them into order. Say whatever challenges you have, go to agencies like this. Yes, your needs are different, but we can manage them. We can micromanage one another. Without stress. I welcome you. Have a wonderful deliberation.
From the regulations I see here, I can see some area of duplication. But like we know, we have national laws, that is federal government laws. We also have state laws. Please, I want us to look at the way we produce this product. Jokes apart, we have a lot of fake. But I don't think even the government, no matter how many people you employ, will be able to track fake water producers, except you use the association. If you make us your eyes, and you make us your security, your gate man, who will be able to tell you who is producing what and when and how. Government agencies, you resume work by 8 o'clock or maybe 7 o'clock, you close by 4 to 5 or 6. What happens between 7 o'clock in the evening till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, you don't know, but we do. We need some form of authority from you. There are people in this industry that produce water only during dry season. And during rainy season, they are off the market. There are people that produce only at night. And by 6 a.m., they are off the market. But you will see the product in the market. But if you give us authority to catch and hold for you, to come and pick, that will make that person to know that government is not too far from him or her. Government is very close to me. Knowing fully well that what I'm doing here, the next door person is watching me and can catch me and hold me. It will make the person not to react his head at all. Then another point I want to raise here is the issue of employment. I want us to look at this position of water producers. We are over 2,000 producers in Lagos State. More than 2,000. And none of us that employs less than 10 people. At a go, calculate it. This is what I say, that's the least factory. Employs not less than 10 people. And 99% of the people we employ are the unemployable in the society. For anybody to apply to work in the government office, you will have your certificate. We employ those people without certificate. We mold them. We educate them. We put them together. We keep them busy during the day so that at night you can sleep because they will be tired to operate.
Association for Water Producers, ATWAP. I
want to say a big thank you to LASWARCO, for this initiative. It is a welcome idea, but I have my concerns, and the concern is that I would love LASWARCO to liaise with our main licensor, which is NAFDAC, so that there will be no duplication of duties, and they will be on the same page as per regulating us. As an association, we are law abiding. We would love to give back to a state where we operate our businesses, and we stand on that. Under economic hardship, levies, taxes, we have other commissions coming to us and levying us, which poses a great deal to the survival of our businesses. We have LASEPA, we have LASEMA, we have Safe Commission. I can name all of that. I want LASWARCO to please help us harmonize all these agencies to just be one. Let us be liable to one. Whatever report that they have, they can actually share it with all these other agencies without putting more burden on our businesses. When I started water production 18 years ago, I was buying a ton of nylon for just 270 naira. Today, it is 2.4 million naira. So as every other thing. So, sir, please, as your daughter and as the child of this state, I am begging the government to come to our aid in so many forms. It could be in grants, it could be in single-digit loan. Please come to our aid and help us out. Also, I know the Honorable Commissioner for Environment will be more concerned about our waste, which has been concerned over the years. As an association at the national level, we are actually, we have programs to recycle our waste, but as time goes on, we liaise with the ES to see how Lagos State can also come in and partner with us to further recycle our waste.
The first day we met the executive secretary here, man, in your office, you made a statement that cannot leave my mind any day, any time. You told us that we are here to manage water producers in Lagos as a mother that you are. And you are giving us your assurance in an attempt to enable us comply with government regulatory guidelines. You will still play that motherly role to make sure you create a win-win situation. And all through today, I've been seeing that from then till now, issues notwithstanding, that's human in every interface. So, Madam, please, we're very happy. We collaborating, I give you the assurance that we of the Wapan family, we're going to cooperate with you.
When I entered the business, I asked them, I said, what does government ask for us? The environment is not really conducive. They cannot control, the costs are not controllable. For instance, on the 17th, Omni that we buy nylon from, increased from, it will just, any time. Can you imagine? I'm using 60,000 naira for diesel to produce about 1,500 bags. So where are we going? NAFDAC is gone. I spent over 500,000 on NAFDAC. If you have bottled water, the amount you will pay for bottled water is quite different from what you will pay for sachet. It's quite different from what you pay for dispenser. The cost of operating in this country is too much. But at the same time, government should not kill us. They should not make business uninteresting. Please let us do it. I don't think we're ready to add to the cost that we are already getting.
I want to suggest or maybe give you an advice, because the associations have shown that they have a lot of work to do in helping the government. So if they can help, I don't know how they are going to come about it. I want to pray for some power to the associations. I mean, a very good clear line of authorities given to the association to help the government, in monitoring the activities out there.
When we put our regulation on one side, we must create incentives for the businesses to thrive too. And that is where we are going. And we don't want any business to close down, because if you employ 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, and your business shut down, we know that those people will lose their jobs. And the other people that, and in Lagos, one person is employed, there are 5 or 6 people owning their dresses around. So, but I want to reassure you of something, that this is not how to frustrate you out of your business. It's to regulate the way that we do things, to make things better, because this is the only place that we know that we live. We have never seen any other planet that people live. And in all parts of the world, see, the groundwater is regulated. If you take water from this side today, you have to leave that place to rest and go to another side to take the water. If we don't, then you will be taking the wrong water from the ground. The groundwater is the best water that you can take, and it is the best water for people to take into their body. But also the truth is that the other waters that we see where people sing borehole beside the soakaway. So if you are producing water from such place, you know that you are spreading what you don't know. You are spreading diseases, and God forbid that we always say, but it affects everybody. They ask you for fun, they ask you people, but why don't you prevent it from having issue and make sure that things work very well? And I believe that the commissioner has emphasized your products are recycling. And in your association, I encourage associations also, because you make contribution, you make it's like a cooperative. So for one part of it, your packaging can be wherever people pick up your packages and do that recycling thing. You recycle those things, create a business around recycling, then we will support you too. If you create a business, whether in terms of equipment or grants or whatever we can do to make sure that the people that are exploiting you over the bags will not be able to exploit you. But what we don't want people to use are those plastics that are not degradable. But what we also want is that when we create this symbiotic relationship, we want people to be able to leverage on whatever we do as a people and as a country to make sure that we have a very solid preventive health care. So that if you spend, it's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. If you don't take care of your water, then your health will be compromised. And if your health is compromised, there's nothing anybody can do. It's only a healthy society that you can have people to be productive. And if you are not productive, then there's nothing you can do. The money will not come. The cycle that we're trying to protect will not be there. So, on the issue of NURTW, I will speak with the other commissioner for transport about that. And I think that you are not part of their role, except they use the yellow buses to convey the water. But if it's your truck, why are they charging you for? We will speak about that and see the way to. Also, observe producers' responsibility too, on the way the bags are littered, on the way you must encourage people to always use the bigger bag that you've used for people to take the finished sachet into those bags and repackage it and bring it back to you for just create an incentive around it so that people will do a lot of things. So also, if you cannot go alone, go with someone else. Come in a group. And that's why the association is very important in driving this. You must do training among your members. You must do a lot of workshops, collaboration, so that it will be win-win for everybody. It won't be just some people staying on top, some struggling. So you must also pull people that are struggling behind or from the ground, you must pull them up so that they see the association as the real reason why they're in this business and not just to exploit them or to push them for political reason or any other reason.
The Honorable Commissioner has addressed most of the issues you raised. The issue of, let me borrow your word, hardship, I think is global, and we're all feeling it in different ways. We have little or no control, and my permanent secretary has also said COVID is the culprit in all of this, and we know it happens in everything we do, but we are hoping that God in His infinite mercy will make a way for us and we all remain in business. Nobody intends to make anything hard for anybody. Secondly, the Honorable Commissioner has also addressed the issue of multiple, you call it taxation, but we don't call it taxation, of agencies. And he rightly said, the two agencies were mentioned as part of the people that still come to you. And he has been magnanimous enough to assure us at this gathering that the agencies that follow that environment will be looked into and see how best we can work so that you are not belabored. I think that should have satisfied us. On the issue of disagreement on pricing, I think that's the main reason why I came to the podium, and to set the record straight. You will recall that at some point you said the commission said you would be paying 15,000 naira. And I recall that at the general meeting where we had both agencies, we had no evidence of that because it would have been out of place to tell one body to pay a different rate from the other body when all of you are still brothers and sisters. Your facilities are behind you. Who does that? The issue of pricing never arose. I think it was just some imagination that we wanted to fly. What we put on the table was that people can split their money. And I recall that we have a written document to that effect that at no point did anybody escalate the issue of double pricing. And I want that matter to be very clear to everybody. Doing the same work as NAFDAC, good for us. Honorable Commissioner has also answered that question. He's a lawyer, practicing lawyer, and he understands the fact that there's no meeting point and there's no clash. In all of this, we want to even ask ourselves, how much are this money we're talking about? 5,000? Registration? Please let me speak. I have the room. 10,000 on, I can't remember, whatever. Cumulative this way or that way. That money is well under 40,000. Okay, so let's come back to brass tacks. I want to know what has remained constant. Government is extremely magnanimous. Let me tell you, I have a friend that wanted to pay NAFDAC, and she's in UK, and she called me, and it was 168,000 naira registration for a product, and it is only 2 weeks ago. The fact that NAFDAC got to the table before a state commission does not make the state commission an appendage to the federal body. So what is the issue here? There's no issue. We were going to call WAPAN to speak. And everybody was just making noise at the back, and Honorable Commissioner was here. He's here representing Mr. Governor. This is a very good attendance, and you will not allow the benefits of the stakeholder engagement to even manifest. We're not in a jungle. I will just plead that if only we can just be patient and allow the process to unfold. My permanent secretary is here. This is the third function this morning, all because of packaged water producers. We want to engage you. We want to know where the shoe pinches, and we're ready to see where can government assist. We were making an instance. If you have a driver's license of Maryland in the US, and you're going to Atlanta, does the driver's license in Maryland work in Atlanta? No. So what is the big deal about compliance here? Please, I'd like to speak. I just said I have the room. I will not entertain you if you decide to be unruly here. We're not playing here. We're looking at the way forward. We have government well represented here. So what is the issue? You have to recognize what the issue is before we start fighting. Our own is not to be with one association or the other. We are with water producers. One name. And I'd like that is respected. And I'd like that we take the opportunity of this convergence. Some of us have been here since 8 o'clock. You are giving your time. And that's very key. We should learn to be calmer and take opportunity of this kind of gathering for the betterment of all of us and for the general good of Lagosians. Thank you very much.
I'm Sonny Elisha John, a Deputy Chief of Party for the Lagos Urban Water and Hygiene Project called Blue Wash. It's a 5-year program to support the public and the private sector to increase access and coverage in Lagos. We have been here for barely a year. We are hoping, we have started to support the Ministry of the Environment in high-level issues. We are also supporting LASWARCO, the Waste Management Office, and the Lagos Water Corporation. We have been trying to engage and identify with you to find common grounds where we can support you. Like I said, we intend to support Madam and her team on strategic planning, development of guidelines, mapping of non-state actors, and supporting different ways in terms of acquisition of equipment. But with the SMEs, I think there is a way we can support you. We hear that some of you are suffering from challenges of even basic management. Before you go for a management, a finance management course, you may need 30, 40, 50, or 150,000. If you organize yourselves and you come to us, we are going to organize such training for you for free. On water quality and health and safety, we may even go ahead to buy some kits for you. We are also capable of coaching you and your team on tariffing. We will also be coaching the regulator on how to support you and how they can intelligently give you good guidance on tariffing. We are not supporting your business to be bigger, but we are trying to make sure that you are safe and that your product is also what? Is also safe, so that the people in Lagos can what? Can be safe.
I want to thank all of us immensely for honoring this invitation of government. And this meeting has been an awesome deliberation. It's actually an engagement meeting. And this is how it should be. You tell us your point, we tell us your point, and we meet in the middle. So on behalf of the Executive Secretary of the Commission, Mrs. Oyedepo, I want to thank you immensely that you are giving your time to be here, to be able to discuss and to come to a middle ground. I know we have outcomes already,
And as a commission, we'll go back and look at all the things that have been said. And of course, there will be implementations as there's a strategy on ground already. So we'll be communicating with you in due time. And finally, I want to assure you that you have our support as we have your support already. So we are working together as partners in progress. So once again, let me thank you, members of staff of LASWARCO that put this meeting together. I want to thank you. All the presenters of today, I want to thank you. All the rapporteurs, all the ushers, I want to thank you for coming. As you go to your different abodes, I pray that your business will keep on booming, and the state government, as headed by Mr. Governor, Mr. Olusola Sanwo-Olu, will keep on moving forward. Thank you for coming.